The old shotgun, you gotta love them. So many different brands and so many different models, and so many different types of ammo you can fire through them. It truly is a diverse tool to have in your arsenal. This is why, from time to time, I like to go to the range and show me some shotgun love. Anywhere from the hunting fields to the battlefields, the shotgun truly is a unique tool to have in one's arsenal. Something like the old World War I trench shotgun, all the way up to today's modern Benelli shotguns that we use in our military. You'll be hard-pressed not to find a shotgun in either some type of police application or military application in modern firearms. One of the greatest things that separates a shotgun from most firearms is its ability to fire different types of ammo. This truly gives it a multi-use form and lets one choose a task whatever they choose to use it for. Now, speaking of which, let's go out the range real quick and I'll show you the diversity of what I'm talking about. Alright, here's some of that versatility I was talking about. First we're going to go ahead and shoot the clay pigeon with some bird shot. We'll go ahead and reach out and touch those two water jugs close to us with some 0.0 buckshot. We're going to go ahead and reach out and touch that furthest one with a slug. This will give you your long range accuracy. Hey, see what I mean? And that's just a few of the options that is available for different types of ammo for the shotguns. Now, speaking of which, ammo, I'm sure as everybody knows today, ammo is very hard to come by with most firearms. But believe it or not, shotgun ammo is just crazy on the shelf. You can find it everywhere and it's still pretty cheap. Speaking of which, how about we run to Wally World real quick and pick up some ammo. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, here we are at Walmart. Walking up on the ammo section. First, for shits and giggles, we'll go ahead and check out pistol ammo. Real shocker there. What do we got? 44 Remington, 257 mag. And that's pretty much it. Some 22s, looks like some Magnums. Some shorts, and I think that might be a box of long rifle. Yeah, a little bit of long rifle Federal. And what do we got here though? Look at all that shotgun ammo. Holy shit. Look at that. See what I mean? Alright, now back to the video. Personally, I'm just going to show you and talk about the particular shotguns I have here myself. And, you know, basically show the different uses between them. Something like this tactical pump action we got here. Anywhere from, you know, this double-barreled over and under shotgun, which basically, you know, for your skeet and hunting type purposes. Alright, the first one I'm going to talk about here is the old Winchester 1300 Defender pump action. Any pump action is basically the same in this matter, but personally I like the 1300 because it has the speed pump available option, which is very fast action to do. It allows you to really crank out some rounds extremely fast, even close to semi-auto speed, like this old antique Browning Auto 5 here. Personally, my favorite thing to do is go out and buy some steaks. I'll go ahead and throw some clay pigeons on them and just burn off some bird shot, you know, setting up a tactical scenario. Good, cheap, fun, and it's good practice also. Alright, the next shot we're going to talk about is the double-barreled kind. Now, this particular one we got here is my American Arms over and under double-barreled shotgun. Now, if you don't know what that means, over and under is basically the way the barrels are configured on the shotgun itself. You have the side-by-side, the traditional, like you would see in the old Westerns, then you have the modern day what would be referred to as the over and under, which is basically you have one barrel over and then the next barrel is under, so hence the over and under aspect of it. And this particular one I have here is great for either field hunting, or skeet shooting and whatnot. The double-barreled aspect of the two choke tubes allows you to really customize your pattern. For instance, on this one I have a tight choke on top and a little bit of a looser choke on bottom. We'll talk about chokes here in a little bit and I'll get into that. Alright, chokes. If you don't know what a choke is, basically what a choke does is it either tightens or loosens the shot pattern. Shotguns, of course, they shoot some type of, field shot, a buckshot, won't do with the slug, but you get my drift. It's basically, it controls your shot pattern. Like a full-on tight choke will give you a good tight pattern. It'll open up slower, but if you had a looser one, like say a half or even a no choke, like my 1300 I just showed you, the pattern opens up a lot faster. And this allows you really to customize what type of range you would shoot and what type of shot pattern would open up on you. Now, how do you adjust your shot pattern? Well, here, I'll show you how. Alright, to adjust the choke and basically see what kind of shot pattern you're getting, what we're going to use here is basically just a big old piece of cardboard. In this case, it used to be an old box. I believe this was from a refrigerator. We just took the box, cut it in slices, and now we got a big old chunk so we can check our shot pattern. Alright, this is what we're going to do. I basically got the sheet of cardboard lined up how I want it, just laying against an old board. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim at the center of the cardboard, and I'm going to go ahead and fire a shot with my choke how I got it set. And we'll see what kind of shot pattern we get. I reckon we'll be shooting from about 30 yards away, anywhere from about 25 to 30 yards away. Alright, you probably can't see that, but my basic pattern is just where I want it. Right here is my pattern. It's basically what I want it. I got it set up for a relatively tight choke so I can get longer ranges. Now my under barrel is set a little bit looser. That means my top barrel shoots first, and then my over-under barrel, my bottom one, will shoot last, and it shoots a little bit of a wider group. Alright, and that's all it is to it really. Basically, you just keep on doing it. Say I didn't like that and I wanted to try a different choke. All I would do then is simply take the old one out, put another one in, get a fresh piece of cardboard, and do the same thing over again. And basically do it to get where you want your pattern. Also, another thing you could do to help adjust your sighting on the pattern itself is to raise the comb of the stock itself. Some people like to put some type of padding. In this case, I got a little bit of padding up here. It rises my cheek up a little bit. That way it's easier to my eyes to line up to the sight. Some people like to use different things, but rising the comb will adjust where your pattern is going to hit on the target base. Alright, this next shotgun I'm going to talk about is personally the one that I really do love. Why? Because this was given to me when I was a kid as a Christmas Day present after my stepdad talked my mom into actually buying this for me. She's kind of anti-gun and she didn't want to buy me it. And this was my first firearm. And this is the old New England Arms break open single shot 20 gauge. And this is just a great fun tool to have. It really does teach a new shooter how to shoot a shotgun effectively and well and still be safe at it, because it's pretty fail-safe when it comes to shooting. You have to chamber one round at a time, lock it back, and then cock the hammer to actually pull the trigger and fire the shotgun itself. It's very simplistic. You can't mess it up. And the best thing about these things is they're cheap. I got this back in the day. I believe they paid about 99 bucks for it. You could still find these today for around 100 bucks. And it's just a great fun tool to have. And this particular model, being 20 gauge, has a little bit less recoil than something like a 12 gauge, which is easier on a younger shooter.